Welcome to Financial Psychology. We're all guilty of using excuses to justify why we can't reach our goals. But the truth is, they are really just lies you are telling yourself and those around you to cover up the insecurities of why you aren't where you want to be. You likely clicked on this video because you have ambition and want to get ahead in life, but there is always something that gets in your way. But guys, it's time to start taking action. In this video, we are going to cover 15 of the excuses for why you are not ahead. Let's get started. Number 1. I don't have the time. Sure, you have a busy schedule, and we get that it can be very challenging to balance all of the commitments you've made. But let's get real. If you have time at the end of the night to play games for countless hours or binge watch Netflix, you have the time. The point here is about priorities. If you want to become successful, you have to shift around what you currently make time for, because the reality is that you are more in control of your life than you think you are. If something is important to you, then you will make it happen. Make a plan and start small. Analyze your week and decide where you can find 2 hours of your time. Break it into 20-minute intervals across 6 days, taking 1 day off. Working 20 minutes a day towards your goal is better than not putting in any effort at all. You have the time. Number 2, I'm too old. This excuse couldn't be further from the truth. It is actually a lot more common for people to become millionaires after they retire. According to Fidelity, the average age to hit millionaire status is 58.5 for women and 59.3 for men, so don't ever think it is too late. Instead, consider what skills you already have and how you can use them as a building block toward your next business venture. If you have customer service skills, you have the ability to solve problems under pressure. Think about how to reframe your situation into something positive that will drive you forward rather than looking for things to hold you back. Dr. Seuss didn't write The Cat in the Hat until he was 54 years old. Number 3, I don't have enough money. There is no denying that having more money makes achieving success much easier, but we've also seen plenty of people who supposedly make a lot of money and throw it right into the trash by spending it all on their lifestyle instead of building and investing. You don't need money to start a business, you need the drive. Most self-made billionaires started with nothing, but they had the determination to claw their way to the top. Oprah Winfrey, Gordon Ramsay, LeBron James, and many others rose from poverty to become titans of industry. These celebrities broke through the odds and achieved greatness. The fire burns hotter for those of us who weren't handed everything we ever needed. You have to fight harder to get to the top. Number 4, I'll never make it anyways. Okay, there is a fine line between making an excuse and acting like a victim. When you say self-defeating statements like this to yourself, you are refusing to take any responsibility for your life. Instead, you are a victim of circumstance, so how could you ever get ahead? It's a lot easier to blame the world for your failure rather than take action, because the truth is that there is a possibility that you might fail at the first thing you try. But most successful people who rose to the top have also failed, because failing is a part of growth. So if you never give yourself the opportunity to try, you will never get ahead. Instead, you have to change your mindset into thinking more positively. Consider the growth you will make as a person and what you will learn along the way that will help you to achieve greatness with every mistake you make. Number 5, I don't have any connections. Maybe you've lived in the same town and had the same friends who work similar jobs your whole life. So how could you possibly become successful if the people around you are not achieving anything either? The problem is that in this scenario, you want to achieve more, but your current social circle is happy where they are or is not willing to change. The only way to grow is to step outside of your comfort zone and try to meet new people who align with your ambition. Contact YouTubers, look on blogs, go to meetups. Chances are, most won't respond, but some will. Ask those people to meet you for a cup of coffee, just 30 minutes of their time, and soak in their knowledge and wisdom like a sponge. Number 6, I don't know how to do it. Okay, this one is obvious. Of course, you don't know how to do it. You've never done it before. It takes time and effort to learn something new. You can't expect to be an expert in speaking Spanish if you've never practiced or taken a class. Everyone has to start somewhere. You have to stop letting your ego get in the way of your insecurity of not knowing something. Take the time to learn the skills you need to start moving in the right direction. Not having access to resources to learn is also not an excuse. We live in the information age. You are here watching this YouTube video. Keep watching more content and build on your knowledge. Number 7, I'm not smart enough. Since when was intelligence the only measure of success? Jennifer Lawrence didn't even make it past middle school, yet she's now one of the most successful people in her field. So what? Maybe you weren't good at school. Did you ever stop to think about what was going on in your life that could have contributed to those circumstances? Maybe you moved a lot, or you had a health condition or family issues. Maybe you have ADD and traditional learning was not for you, but no one caught it in time to help you. That is not a measure of your intelligence. We all have skills and traits that we could be proud of, and that goes without saying for you in your situation. Find something you are passionate about and figure out what you need to do to learn how to be the best at it. Number 8, I'm not talented enough. This is important to remember. Hard work will always beat talent when talent doesn't work hard. This also goes for intelligence. You can be the smartest, most talented person in the world, but if you have no drive to do anything with it, you will go nowhere. But with ambition and a strong work ethic, you can go far in life. It's not just about having the motivation to succeed, but it's also about having the dedication to put in the hard work that will help you reach your goals. Having ambition and a strong work ethic will open up many doors of opportunity for you. Number 9, no one cares about my business anyways. No one is going to care about your business when you first start unless you've done the work to create hype before you open. This is a part of business. It takes time to find the right audience and to build your credibility within your field. Most of the best things in life are the things you have to work for. They don't come easy. Leverage social media like Instagram and YouTube to market yourself. It's basically free advertising that you can eventually get paid for. You have to stop living in fear. Stop thinking no one cares about you or your bold ideas. There is a market for everyone, and it's your job to learn how to get people to notice you. Number 10, no one believes in me. The truth is that most people will doubt you when you are starting something new. If you are lucky, you'll get a few people who are encouraging. But once you start to succeed, you'll find that more people will become envious or wish for you to fail. Anyone working on achieving something big will make other people feel insecure about the fact that they aren't doing anything to get ahead. Don't take it personally and don't expect people to believe in you. You just need to believe in yourself enough to try. Number 11, I'm too tired. If you're seriously just too tired all of the time, you may honestly need medical attention to get a diagnosis of what your problem is. But assuming this isn't the case, if you're always too tired, there's a good chance you are just stuck in a rut and just don't have anything that you are passionate about. Life is about living. It's too easy to get stuck in a mundane routine. You need to get out and give yourself time to do things that fulfill and energize you. Try learning a new skill or going to different meetups to bring different kinds of people and activities into your life. Number 12, I'm too weird. There are two parts to this excuse. First, you have to find out what you define as weird, because there are many people in this world who consider themselves to be weird and are proud of it. There are different groups of all kinds of people. You just have to find them. We knew someone who thought he was weird because he was interested in investing when his friends weren't. Just because the people around you currently don't understand you or your vision doesn't mean they don't exist. And if you don't want to work with people, there are plenty of technical jobs that require little to no interaction with others. You can start a blog alone in your apartment. The second part of this is that if you find there is something about you that is off-putting, maybe you struggle with your speaking and communication skills, take the time to learn how to connect better with others. Having people skills is also something that we all have to learn. Maybe it comes easier to some people than others, but that doesn't mean that you can't learn it too. Number 13, I don't know what I want. People get too wrapped up in trying to make these big decisions that they think are going to determine the outcome of their entire lives, which gets them stuck into doing absolutely nothing. We hear this all the time about people who just don't know what field to go into. The important thing here is that you just need to make a decision about something. The beautiful thing about life is that you are allowed to change your mind. If you start doing something and you realize that you don't like it, well, at least you learned something and you can take those skills into the next decision you make. The important thing is to just get started. Number 14, I'm too ugly. We've covered this in a previous video about wealth and attraction. Beauty is not getting in your way of success unless you are trying to be a model. There are plenty of successful people out there that you likely don't find physically attractive. Success is not about looks, it's about what you do to earn income, whether it be through providing a service or selling a product. If you feel insecure with yourself, then there are things you can do to boost your self-image. Start taking better care of yourself or get yourself into counseling to work on building your self-esteem and keep going. Number 15. The market is too saturated. Markets are almost always saturated with competition. Rarely do businesses get to be the innovators of an untouched industry. It's highly unlikely that you will find an industry that doesn't already have a lot of business. The great thing about this is that you can make money in any industry as long as there is demand for it. Even if there's competition, you can still generate some income through the use of your skills and expertise. Because it doesn't matter if you're first or last, you're going to end up fighting for your spot on the top regardless. What is, in your opinion, the most common excuse that you see people tell themselves? Drop your answer in the comments below. We're always curious to hear what you guys think. Thank you for spending some time today with us at Financial Psychology. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell.